tree. Wow, son of a gun, pay for all I done. That's where they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went full drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. My parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to...
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's out a little short of the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving, and he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Mayfield now from the gun. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. So first down from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the give, this is Irving. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29.
Baker now from the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Offense up to the line fast.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Irving. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. All right, so we'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Stroud in the air to start us off. Cox, this is Noel. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 35 out of that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Stroud throwing here on first. This one's out to Noel, left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Brings up third and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, let's go. 18, let's go.
Running Mixon out of the gun. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have...
Offense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk here. He's out shy of that 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Regular.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's complete. This is Nguka. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
A gain of 16 yards.
They'll toss it here to Irving. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have second and pretty long here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
Buccaneers 7. Miami Fairbairn as a kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First down team at their own 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. The give to Irving to start this drive. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bucs still out there and being looked at now. 1st down from the 42.
Here we go. 19. That's it.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Collins got it left side. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now we're on the draw with Mixon. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stop that time by Jamel Dean. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. White Tony.
To the air, Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap. Good.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon.
Okay, these toss plays and goal-to-go situations are a little bit like draw plays. You can just see it set up, and that defense, they could see it coming. They got to the edge, and they got him down in a hurry.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13.
18. What's up?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force third and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
18. What's up?
Now Stroud on third and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Bucs to the line. First and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing, Baker. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and make it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Got a man, this is Evans. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Irving here from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
King!
Here's Baker to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Third down, here's Mayfield. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up. Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. Tank Dell will return for the Texans. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Tony.
On play action, here's Stroud. Trying for the deep ball. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Shotgun now for Stroud. To the sideline. Collins brings it in. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
42-yard line.
Swap. Another swap. Hey, South. Hey, Uno. 19 Texans.
Stroud has a man downfield. It's Collins. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans bump the lead up to 13 points.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He has it at the 22.
Tank Dell on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
All right. 118. What's that?
From the gun, Stroud. No finding his back, Mixon. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
118.
Back to throw it. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
Okay, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. In a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Here's Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the ground again with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
South. Here we go. Why Tony? Connect.
They'll air it out on 3rd. This connects with Higgins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Connects on the crosser. Oh, man, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans stretch the lead to 23.
Buccaneers 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. The right side, Noel has it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Stroud from the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Hey, Uno more. Oh, hey. 11. On 18. Let's hit.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Catch made. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and netted some positive yards.
How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Nico Collins with a touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and one more ties the record. That one right down the middle. And the Texans grow their lead yet again.
Buccaneers 7. Fairbairn to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Baker now off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Irving on the inside give. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Bucs who are going to have the football. This game has been an absolute nightmare for them. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. The Texans closing in, and they get to it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, the other areas of the team pick each other up. You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. First down, here's Baker. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Going again is Baker. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's second and 20. Mayfield now from the gun. That's brought in downfield by Otten. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Point it right.
From the red zone on first. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers trail by 23 now. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Counts, this is Miller. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A give to Mixon up the middle. It's inside the 10. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans continue piling onto this lead.
Buccaneers 14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Bucs to the line. First and 10. Running left, this is Irving. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
Running left is Mixon. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Texans first down.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans moments away from a 2-0 start. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Set.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's a design run. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
18. That's it.
He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.